Hi, my name is Chef Brandon, and today I'm coming to you from the Chef School at Bueller's Milltown. And today on What's Cooking, we have a roasted leg of lamb with Yukon potatoes and accompanied with a mint and rosemary chimichurri. So to start with our roasted leg of lamb, we're going to make a seasoning paste. So first, we'll start with some olive oil. Next, kosher salt, ground black pepper, ground dried rosemary, dried thyme, garlic powder, and onion powder. And then you just want to stir to combine. It's going to make a nice paste, something that's pretty easy to spread onto the leg of lamb, just about when it's a little less than halfway done cooking. You do want it to be a little bit dry because there's going to be a little bit of fat and moisture coming out of the lamb, so that'll help all of this to stick. Next, after we have our seasoning paste finished, we're going to cut up the accompanying Yukon potatoes, mixed with some onions and some fresh cloves of garlic. So today we're using our Yukon Gold potatoes, which are a nice semi-waxy potato. Usually holds up to lamb as well as beef. And these you just want to cut into about 1-inch cubes. Nothing terribly big. Now something to keep in mind while cutting potatoes. You can see this first cut that I'm doing on each one. Potatoes usually tend to roll around, so if you get yourself split in half, give yourself a nice flat surface, potatoes not going anywhere. All these potatoes are going into our nice roasting pan. You want to put the potatoes down first because they take the longest amount of time to cook. It will also help to protect the lamb from burning on the bottom. So now we've got our potatoes cut. Go into our onions. Again, same kind of claw grip there. Take off the top and bottom. And today, all we're gonna do, cut them into quarters. It's that easy. You don't want them to burn. Feel free to separate the layers a little bit. Help the onion cook a little bit better. And then with the garlic, you can just get a head of garlic from our produce department. And a quick tip to peel the garlic is to smash it with a knife a little bit. Peel comes, well, normally comes right off. So now that we've got all of our potatoes, onions, and garlic in our roasting pan, we're going to take our leg of lamb. All you do, it's real easy. That's it, and we're ready for the oven. We're gonna go ahead and put this leg of lamb in the oven at 425 degrees for about 15 minutes. It'll form a very nice brown kind of crust and caramelization of this fat on the top. You do want this leg of lamb fat side up, so that way all of the juice and the fat will drip down onto the potatoes and onions, give them a lot of flavor. Now that we have the leg of lamb in the oven at 425 degrees for 15 minutes, we're going to go ahead and make this chimichurri. So first, we'll start out with our 2 cups of parsley. Today we're using an Italian flat leaf parsley. You certainly can use a curly leaf parsley as well. Using our 2 cups of fresh mint leaf and our rosemary. Now the parsley stems and mint stems do provide a lot of flavor. The rosemary, you want to take off the stem. It's very fibrous, it tastes like a pine tree. So we've got the herbs in here, garlic peeled exactly like we did to go with the potatoes and onions. Just give it a little smash, the peel comes right off. Red wine vinegar, olive oil, extra virgin, salt, and you can certainly omit this if you don't want any kind of spice. I like to put a little bit of fresh red pepper flake, just for a little bit of spice. And all we do is blend. And now that our chimichurri is finished, all we have to do is take it out of our food processor into a nice little serving dish. Now that we've got our leg of lamb out of the oven after about 15 minutes, all we gotta do is take this seasoning paste that we made earlier, spread it onto the fat side of the leg of lamb. You wanna make sure you wanna get down to the sides. All that exposed meat helps protect it as well. This seasoning, along with the fat, will drip down, season those potatoes as well. Now, we're ready for the oven. And while that leg of lamb is in the oven, here's one I prepared earlier. Now when you do carve these, you want to look for the grain of the meat. You can see that the grain is running about this way, so you want to cut against that. You want to create some shorter strands of protein. This will also help create a very juicy and tender slices of lamb here for you. I'm Chef Braden, and this has been What's Cooking.